So remember I said I've got zero budget, zero experience. The thing is just I'm not starting from zero, and let me explain to you guys why. I'm going to take you through a couple of the stuff I've prepared so long. I've done anything that paper can possibly have. I've done business planning, financial planning, frequently asked questions. I've done budget planning. I went and downloaded ideas from websites of furniture that I would like, anything possible. But I would first like to show you guys my idea. And thanks to AI, I was able to create a couple of ideas of what this dream will look like. I hope this gets you guys a bit excited. I've had a different layout because I don't know where the property is going to be yet. So let's start here. I'm going to go through. There we go. Welcome, guys, to SpielKafi. It is the Swiss version of Play Cafe. Easy, isn't it? Not very creative, but logic. So I absolutely adore the colors and the vibe that it gives off, the relaxation it gives. It just makes me so excited to look at this every time. There is then another version if the place is a bit smaller, of course. We got doing everything. This is if it's a bit bigger. Then we've got, this was the original image that I had. And I would like to take you guys through a couple of these things because I have an idea. And I think it's going to be quite exciting. Even though everything is based on the Montessori theme, it doesn't mean it is Montessori. What I mean by the theme is I want the overstimulating, not it has to be stimulating, but the overstimulating of these indoor play areas. I want it to be relaxed. I want children to learn as they play. I want them to be independent in their play. So that is what I'm going for. And the wooden feel is just, the natural feel is just awesome. So there are some things I'm taking from Montessori, but it won't be Montessori. I hope that I explained that correctly. If not, just comment. I will try it again. So, like I said, I love the wooden feel. I love the colors. What I want to do though, and this is the idea that I had, where it's going to take forever to get the funds, and I know that, and I'll show you guys the budget as well so you understand why it's not something I can get in the next month unless an investor gets involved. So I thought to myself, I've got some things to my advantage, and I can 3D print a lot of this stuff. I have a husband who's 3D obsessed. I tried 3D printing once, the lithophanes, the images that you light up. Awesome. I understand why it's a hype, and every time I come with ideas, it gets printed. So I'm definitely one for 3D printing. There's so much you can make. So why don't I start 3D printing a lot of the stuff already? I can already start building up to the point where it's like, okay, we've got the property, we're doing this, and stuff's already there. I don't have to then also give out the extra money. If we look at these things a little bit more in detail, what can be 3D printed? That's a big thing. It doesn't help I get excited, I'm going to 3D print, and I 3D print a rattle. We also don't want that. I want to really go even for big things. On this picture itself, what can be done is definitely buckets. These sensory fidget toys can be done. There's a lot of these little goodies in here that I can 3D print. This I want to keep wooden. The houses I want definitely wooden feel, but we can add some decorations on there. Party section, these can be printed. So lampshades definitely. Happy birthday sign at the top can be definitely done. Maybe, oh, this is an idea, guys. I just had it with you. What if it's happy birthday and the child's name? So I can print the alphabet a couple times because, or the vowels a couple times. We say, oh, that is so personal. I'll say, okay, idea, pin it. Then if we go here, of course, I can print the name of the place. That's easy peasy. I can print for inside and outside, come to think of it. There is some amazing filaments out there. Things with food, I want to keep natural. There's no, I don't want plastics involved there. Food needs to be pure, plain, simple, awesome. Then if we go back to the others, um, yeah, I think a lot of the decor, a lot of the toys, and don't get the idea that it's going to be plastic like Chinese plastic, but trust me, filament is amazing what you can do with it. And my children's got puzzles, dinosaur puzzles that they can build. It's unbelievable the quality that you get through it. So I'm definitely going to 3D print stuff, and I'm going to start a list, and I'm going to print and show you guys. And I'm not going to design. No, I don't have time for that. I don't have time to learn software. I opened Blender once. I created half a donut. It made sense. I'm just not that person. So I'm gonna look for things, find things that's already designed, and collaborate with them. I will reach out to the designers, ask if we can make this on the video, and I'll give all the credit to them. I'm not going to design. There's already amazing things out there. I don't have to think. Why think? I just want to press play. Done and dusted. So I'm going to go back to my original idea here. Like I said, wooden things like these and the little bridges I want to keep. The houses I want to keep wooden, but there definitely I can print the menu. I can print the menu. That is definite. I can print on the table the decor. Okay, we're definitely 3D printing, guys. Let me know what you would like me to print first. So let's do budget. What do I have? What don't I have? I'm going to start with what I do have. And like I said, I already have the 3D printer. That is a good thing. That is already a big must have or start off point. Just want to get to my notes so I don't ramble on about anything and everything or miss anything. So what I do have, 3D printers. Couple filaments, my husband already has plenty. I'm gonna see there's wooden filament as well that I might get, print some wooden thingies. Then I also have 5 kids, so I've got a test audience. The big kids, of course, will only eat. They're happy with food and drinks. That's how you can bribe them. But I've got the 3-year-old and I've got the 6-year-old, and if it can entertain them and if they're excited about it, good. So I already have a test audience. Then I've got a graphic design background. I haven't done it in so many years. I opened Photoshop not so long ago, had a look at it. I'm like, okay, the basics are still there, but no. So, but I know when it looks good. I know when it doesn't look good. So that's something I got at least. Something else that I have, I've got a restaurant manager. I don't have words, but I've got a restaurant manager diploma as well. Did that in South Africa way back when. I'm not sure how it's different from the Swiss one though, so I'm going to have a look in that. I know the managers here do a bit more in the background than in the front. In South Africa, managers were very in the front, active. But I know how to order things, I know quantities, I know how to work out the price of stuff. Then I've got this channel, which is my biggest plus at the moment. I've got my ideas that I have for SpielKafi. I've got the research I've done into low stimulation things like the Montessori. I did a couple of courses just to really understand what it is. It's not just let your child do whatever and be happy about it. And I also think a plus point is I have zero debt. So I'm not starting this with a bank loan or money I've taken from somewhere. SpielKafi is starting on zero. So whatever comes in, whatever gets done is immediately in the green. Then stuff we need, a physical location. That's of course, I would like it to be close to home, not because I'm spoiled, but the idea is in the afternoons when my daughter is done with school, that she can come to me and she can have her lunch with me and spend some time and then go back to school. Just give the bell a moment. And I really want to be close to home. I want to be able to take her to school in the mornings and then get to work without rushing it. So in the area where I stay would be really nice, reachable, of course. Then I need license. You guys don't believe me. To open up a cafe and where kids are involved in Switzerland, you need a shitload of licensing and insurances. And I fell backwards when I saw it. I mean, it's not just like, okay, there you've got a restaurant, you've got your food license. I'm not going to sell liquor there because of the kids, so not needed. But I need for the radio, the TV, whatever is being broadcasted, license, music license. I need insurance for the people coming in and out, the visitors. I need insurance for the shop. I need insurance for the people working there. I need people working there. The registration for the company, the what type of registration. The list is on and on and on, and none of them's cheap. So when we go through the budget, you guys will see that majority of what I need is just going for the registration of the company. It's ridiculous. Then what else is there? The team eventually and the funding. That's it. So I do know that it's gonna cost, but I'm excited of where we're starting. So I can't wait to start menu testing, though. I have to say I went through a couple of food ideas, and because it's not going to be a full kitchen, it's a cafe. So yeah, I'm super excited to see what's there. Um, then I was thinking of starting a completion meter. So not a funding meter, but a completion meter where I can keep you guys updated. If a toy gets made, marked, done. If one of you guys contribute to an idea of what can be done, mark it off. If furniture, mark it off, everything. And so I just think money takes longer to mark off to see our progress, where a 3D print, it already puts us there. So it gets the excitement a little bit quicker to where we want to be, if that makes any sense. Now, let's head over to the budget. Get ready for this. Tie yourselves down. Okay, there we go. I need to just quickly make this a little bit more. There we go. Now we can read. Okay, so we're starting with, take the cafe. That is the easy, setting up the restaurant and so forth. I have to say I work the budget out to the worst case scenario. So big location that is like 300 square meters location. It would be nice to have a little bit smaller, but more than 150. Otherwise it feels a bit squished in. No one wants squished in. So I worked out literally, and I spent hours on each thing, finding the right plate look that I want. If you go here, again, everything is down, the ideal size of everything is there. Plus, I've put links in to stuff that I already like and would like to have in there. Back to cost. I'm rambling off again. Then everything that is needed, even a bread knife, guys. I've worked in everything possible for this. Just to set up the cafe, 3,700 doesn't sound bad. Okay, that means I can make you a sandwich. That's basically all it means. Then we go to the kitchen. Exactly. So that is, again, all the food ideas that I have, machinery that's going to be needed for it is in there. And that's a little bit more than 3,000 now, 12,000. The reception, just to have a nice place to welcome everyone at, that is also quite a bit. But see, here is signage, and this signage is for inside, not outside. So this is really indoor signage. I can print that. It will be interesting to see how much we can save by doing it ourselves. The play area, this is not everything again. This is literally just where the toys will be standing. Okay, and toys. That's it. There's no carpets, no lighting, none of the nice Montessori bridges and balancing boards and stuff like that. This is the tiny little toys. IKEA comes to the rescue here with their Kallax. I just think they already have the color and the shapes and everything nailed down. We will go with IKEA. So there we go. 5,000. Then the ball pit is, I want this not to be like a ball pit. I want it to be ball pit. So this is again without the machine that you have to clean it. I can't find in Switzerland a place that has the cleaning machine for the balls. I do find one in Germany, but it's also like they don't sell it. They want to come out and do it themselves. So still working on that one. And 3 slides. Why fight over one, huh? Make this fun. Then, of course, there has to be a party corner. I am big on celebrations. I just saw dividers and decor. I've not done decor. It's like I said, those little banners. I've seen people done the most amazing thing with backdrops and balloons. And, oh, God, I can imagine me doing that every weekend. Would love to. I can also print cake toppers. Again, printing there. Then the lounge area, of course, this is where everyone's going to sit, drink, eat, mothers relax, chill, feet up. No, don't push your feet up. Please don't put your feet up. But just relax. That's actually not as bad. I have to say, I found really cool looking stuff. Comfortable. For me, the big thing was being comfortable. I hate going to an indoor cafe. We've got a couple in Switzerland. But that's the overstimulating, of course, where kids jump and play and craziness. They love it. I hate it. It's so loud. But those chairs are wooden chairs. After a while, the bum starts hurting. Not comfortable. I'm going for comfortable. I want you to sit and really enjoy it. Now we're coming to the big thing. There are registrations and property and all those things. So far, it's not that bad. It's reachable. I can see this happening. And then I did this part. Guys, are you ready? All of this is needed. 135,000. And again, here, the only thing that I've gone worst case scenario was website, marketing, and reserve. Yeah, reserve, of course, is it's ridiculous, this amount. Reserve, of course, is I can't just say I need 10,000 and it carries me for 1 month. We need to build. Oh, hello. We need to build up a bit. So, yeah, 200,000, guys. And see, this is where that immediate fear kicks in again of, this is a lot of money. Nope. Staying positive. Staying positive. We're going to do it. Not backing down. Not going to make other people rich. I'm done. So, we're going to do this. I do realize, let me go back to a happy picture here. Okay. I do realize that the gap between what we do have and what we still need is huge. Getting emotional a bit. But the gap between doing nothing and doing something has been bridged. So we're there. There's no backing down. And there's going to be a day that you and me are going to open those doors. We're going to welcome our first guest. And we're going to see people enjoy our little place. Because we've built it together. So, with that, I'm leaving you guys saying thank you. I'm gonna, oh, no. I'm not leaving you guys yet. I forgot. I actually asked AI to help me make this completion meter. So let me show you guys what it came up with. I'm gonna make it a little handmade thingy. I'm an AI freak, but so the idea is to do this. Have a toy section, furniture, funding, licensing, and community. This is where you guys come in. Your thoughts, ideas, subscribers, collaborations, anything gets marked off because every little thing contributes to the end. And I do appreciate it. So I'm going to get that done and dusted, see if I'm going to go digital, handmade. We'll see about that still. But thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for contributing, for sharing. And thank you for the journey that you guys are on. I am super excited, and just remember, the day I open those doors, it's because of all of you as well. Really appreciate.